And good evening, everyone, and welcome in here to Match Day 2's Game 2 of the 2019 Nike International Finals here in Lakewood Ranch, the Premier Sports Campus. And don't tune your set. It is Stars and Stripes to the left of you, Stars and Stripes to the right of you. It is the U.S. men's national team, under 16 men's national team, and the U.S. under 17 men's national team. And verifying everything here, it looks like the 17s will be wearing the blue from head to toe, while the 16 team will be wearing the white U.S. jersey. They'll make their way here. The 17s, for those who are trying to put it together, are the group here that was part of the selection pool for the World Cup. These players here get an opportunity to get some action in, while the team, they did not travel to Brazil. The final for that is tomorrow, and that will be Mexico and Brazil, as both Mexico came back to beat the Netherlands, who beat the U.S. For the 16s, they are the group. The next generation here after that will come in, and they will get their opportunity. And tonight they get a chance to kind of beat up on there, or at least try to play against the team here that they are going to try and replace next year. So it should be a good one here from the white. We have both teams have 3 players starting that started the last game, so wholesale changes throughout. As we look here, it looks like the 16s, who again will be wearing white, going from left to right on your screen, where the 17s will be going the opposite direction. The wind is still going to be a factor. It is a little chilly here at the Premier Sports Campus, Lakewood Ranch. Temperature in the low 60s. Right now, the wind out of the north, probably going to get 10 to 15 miles per hour. It'll be at the back of the 16s wearing white. We saw it really kind of play a factor in the first game. A lot of ball carrying down towards that end. Seems to maybe slow down a little bit, but we'll see what happens as we get underway here for match 2. So you get a good look there at the 16's goalie, Anthony Ramos. I'll look forward here as we so in the 17s again, we're in the Navy. 16s will get a chance. Both teams, the United States. Here on the near side is Seeley, who's wearing again the captain's armband for the 16s. 17s will be Dickinson, or Tompkinson, excuse me, Tompkinson back in the back, as he did last time as well. In the standings, the Netherlands got a 2-1 victory in the first game, so they are sitting at 4 points by virtue of their draw against the 16s on match day 1. That was a incredible come from behind victory by the 16s, who scored 2 goals in stoppage time to get the point. That one finished 3 apiece. The 17s, sitting the only unbeaten, untied team so far. They are 1-0, beating Turkey 1-0 in the nightcap. They're looking to put a commanding lead here, and why the 16s like nothing more than to put themselves into a position to perhaps win this. No team better than a 1-goal differential, both the United States and the Netherlands, +1. Turkey is -2 right now. Here's a chance now for the 17s. But Seeley will get it, tries to find the outside run. He's got help on the outside. It's in for Seeley again, and a big save by the goalie coming out. That was Dowd, Brian Dowd, called on here in the 3rd minute with a big save off his line. Careless turnover there, but plenty of white numbers behind the ball. Slowed down. That one looking on the inside for Lepley. 16s again will have it back. Jalen Neal. As Noah Hall has it taken off of him. Now that one's played back. I'll have to use the goalkeeper Ramos. On the back line, here's Neal. Lepley drops back. He's the holding back, and I like using him in the middle here, bringing the ball up the middle. It's Paredes. Possession here from the 16s. Here's Neal. Near side is Hall. Over the top, it's going to roll too far. Tompkinson in position. He'll get it back to his goalie, Dowd. And they'll roll it back. So the 17s now with possession in the back. Near side is Suarez. Be a throw. Penderdath, Lepley, and Tompkinson are the three for the 17s that started the last game. They are also in the starting lineup tonight. For the 16s, we mentioned Seeley already, Cuevas, and Edelman. Here's a chance for Seeley turning, but Tompkinson gets back into position. American Outlaws with the drums you can hear in the background. Larry Sunderland overseeing the 16s tonight, as he does. This is his team. Junior Gonzalez, the 17s, again in Navy. Seeley will win this one. Seeley on the tackle. Now they'll look forward. Trying to slot it through. Up on top, Tompkinson's there. He wins it, and he will allow it over the side, or over the end line for a goal kick. A good look at Brian Dowd. Arce able to win that one off him, but can't challenge it in the 3v1 in the corner. It's taken by the 16s. They'll look to switch the field. A little higher pressure now as the 17s force the US 16s back. US 16s in white, 17s wearing navy. Far side on the switch. Does not stay in. Trying to bring it up the middle. Now to the near side, looking for Seeley, but that's well read, but turned over again. The 16s with a great job of possession here in the early going as we played 7.5 minutes. 17s will earn to throw. Far side. All kinds of time coming into the area. He spotted his man on the top left foot. Shot save by Dowd. Still free. Seeley, though, trying to get another one off. It's poked off of him. That opportunity by Jack McGlenn forced Dowd to his left, and a big save. Dowd already on this game. 2 huge saves here in the first 8 minutes. Seeing that opportunity, there's the left foot. Comfortable height for him, but still, nevertheless, a big save as Paredes was able to find McGlenn just towards the top of the 18. High pressure, Seeley on it. Just drops it back in for Neal. He's working in the back with Walls. Seeley. Pressured off it. Chance on the far side is Lepley. I'll have it back at his feet. Lopez into the corner. He's got the foot of Rivera. Rivera steps over. Now a chance here for the 17s. Good tackle. Will it go over the line? It will be a corner kick as Soares had it taken off of him by Hall, but it will be a corner for the 17s. Good look at Pablo Soares. Coming over to take this will be Garcia. Referee will have a talk with the pushing and shoving right about the penalty spot. And we see set to play. Driven, headed away. Chased out, played back. Miscommunication by the 17s. Now the 16s trying to go over the top. That's headed away. Now they use the goalkeeper as Soares back in position. Sent back across the field and behind the play. Long ball, and that's going to make its way back to the goalkeeper for the 16s. That's Ramos. '17s will increase their pressure, but able to get through the defender. Now looking upfield. Still dropping short. Suarez here on the near side. Lopez will get it back from his goalkeeper, Dowd. Dropping back, Garcia into the middle. The 16's increasing the pressure all the way to the 18, and Dowd will say, let's see what, now that you got so many forward, let's see what we can do up front. Well, the 16s will win it. Second ball, though, comes free here at midfield. Opportunity now as Rivera steps across, makes the run, will push it wide. Step over, inside, back to him. And now a left-footed strike, and it's going to go down to the right. Ramos makes a save as Joshua Pinadath had come across and got that shot off. Sealy open on the near side. Near touch line. Instead, we'll play it back to the keeper. Back out to the far side. Numbers here for the 16s. Played in, slotted through. Running away from the net, though. He's got to get help. He'll drop it again. Pinadath will touch that one over the sideline, over the touch line. It'll be a throw in for the 16s. 15 minutes passed here. Better of the play here, it's fair to say, has gone to the United States men's national team under 16s. But still scoreless on the board. They're wearing the white. Tucked inside, it's McGlynn. Cannot catch up to it as Cuevas. Could really see the 16s pressing in. There's 4 white jerseys to the 3. That's why Dowd has said, hey, look, we're going over the top. Good work, ball movement there by U.S. 16s. Seventeen's looking forward. Sent across, but it's knocked out of danger. Immediately put back in. Pinadath can't get it over. Definitely see here the U.S. 17s playing much farther apart. The 16s more compact and easier to get to the ball, working together, at least through the first 17 and a half minutes of this one. Sealy. by Moniz into the corner. Good tackle. Brought back up. Hand on the shoulder. McGlenn probably got it. Had a bit of advantage, but certainly not when you're going to the ground. Seeley on the long switch. Good ball. White chases in, blue funnels back. Down around the man on the inside now. That ball, though, across is going to float. Don't know if it deflected off it or not. Seeley, we'll see it go off of the 16s in white. But Seeley had a good look, and ball played back across by Paredes. Just floated on him, so the restart here. All the way back to Dowd. Dowd will control it. And again, the 16s will put their 3 men up, force the United States to 17s to go long. Chance now, far side, 17s. Onto the left foot, going to go to the back post. No one is there. It's Arce who ran on to the first ball. And offside is the flag that comes up. Poked forward. A lot of talent featured here on the field for these teams. 17 men's roster as 4 players that were on the CONCACAF Championship, and that one's poked over. Should be a corner kick. It is. Alejandre, who we have not seen yet here in the Nike International Friendlies. He's on the roster, as is John Tolkien, who got the start the other day, and Fuentes and DeVries did as well. They're both available on the bench today. Right foot, out swinging. This is going to be off the foot of Garcia. Driven down, it's free in the box, and it's going to come out. Loose ball, now they're going to go try and go wide. The 16 sniffed that out. The nice 1-2 gives them a little space, and now they'll send it up and over, and it's going to find its way back down to Dowd, but the first good chance here for the 17s of this one. So Alejandro, who able to come on tonight or on Monday, will be his third consecutive Nike International Friendlies. That one's going to roll there as good pressure applied there by Paredes. Now the 17s forcing their pressure up a little bit, but a little space now for Ramos here as he waits. They will put 3 high. See what the goalkeeper will do with it here. So still a little room. More pressure put on now, still coming in now. Able to move it out of the 16s. Good tackle, stepped in. And hands around the waist as Imperato have been beaten, so he'll get a quick word, slowing down play. On the 17th, again, we're wearing the white. 12 players based domestically here at the U.S. Soccer. 8 are overseas, including England, Germany, and Netherlands have 2 each. Mexico and Spain with 1 each. '16s again, keeping it. Eight players on that 17 roster have logged professional minutes this last season, so something there to continue to grow on. There's a good chance now as a little space for Hall. The ball is behind him, but he'll find Paredes on the near side. He'll go at the defender. He's got to help it to the corner, but he'll cut inside. Tackled away, and a slip there by Lepley, and it will continue on. Looks like we got a foot problem, a shoe problem, but we're okay now. Damien Rivera was recently signed. He's out there again for the 17s. He's wearing number 16. You see Hankins marking up there. Still going forward, now a chance. Into the top of the 18, looking to get the right foot shot just wide. Shot was always tailing away, and that opportunity taken by Alex Moniz. But he had some space, drove the middle of the field. No one able to close him down until he got about 20 out, but just not able to connect on it as that one was bending away. Possession kept by the U.S. The 16s, that is. That one tucked back. Two players on this 16 did represent the U.S. at the CONCACAF 17 championship earlier this year. It's Mauricio Cuevas and Tyler Freeman. Freeman not starting tonight, but Cuevas in there again, wearing number 2. It's him on the far side. Casas now. Throw goes the 16's way and white. Dante Seeley, who is wearing the captain's armband, did appear 2 years ago here at the Nike International Friendlies as extremely young player at the time. And 9 of these 20 players have logged professional minutes as well, so for the Development Academy Winter Cup coming up, all 20 players on the 16 have spent time in the Development Academy. Here's a left foot in swinging by Paredes. Line held just inside the 18. It's sent towards the back post and over everyone. Dowd will play it short. Over the top, Seeley can't get there, but he's offside anyway. Game has settled down a little bit, the 16s, with a great run of play earlier. 2 great chances and 2 big saves by Dowd. 17s have had a couple times around the area, but really have not had anything on target just yet. Shot from distance that didn't test Ramos much. He did go down. A free kick. Now we'll go for the 17s, again wearing blue. Scoreless here at the Premier Sports Campus, Lakewood Ranch. Game 2, match 2 here on match day 2. Between the U.S. 16s and the U.S. 17s. Sent up by Dowd, won by the 16s, but coming off the ball is Soares. He's taken down, but the play on as the advantage is out wide. Hankins working with Pinadath, and that one just a little short, and looks like we have a player down. That may be Pinadath. And it's touched over the line. We'll get attention. Oh, no, that is Hankins, Bryson Hankins. Holding that left ankle as the trainers make their way across here in the 34th minute. And remind you too that the Nike International Friendlies were launched in 2001 with the international opponents. The current format that we see now, that 4 teams facing each other in a round robin over a 5-day period, was adopted in 2008, and the Nike International Friendlies were founded to provide top-level competition for the under-17 men's national team, stand as one of the premier annual events on the youth soccer calendar. There's been a lot of notable alumni that roll through here, not just for the U.S., but for the foreign countries too. But the U.S., 7 current players on the national team participated in past Nike International Friendlies. Ariola, Corey Baird, there's Gino Dest, there's McKinney, Pulisic, and Josh Sargent. And the international talent, you know, Brazil's here quite often. Looks like we have Tompkinson talking with the coach there. So here's another look here at what happened there. Is on the left ankle, you can see he just kind of folded back. He stepped backwards and go down. He is limping off, so the U.S. will be set to make a substitution. So it was really an untouched injury, but as he stepped back, rolled into the ankle area. Don't want to speculate, and certainly I'm not a doctor. And my diagnosis is he hurt his ankle. Even though the last name's Pepper, not a doctor. Coming on for Hankins is Rickson Van Hees. So Van Hees is on for Hankins. Is good. I mean, it is a demonstrable limp, as we can see, but he is not needing assistance. So again, without speculating, I would say that's better news than seeing him not being able to put weight onto it. And a turn, open man, Seeley will keep it in. Seeley down the near touchline, cuts back inside. Good job defensively, but it's going to loose. And it's Seeley again inside, and he'll go over the top. Dowd came down, made himself big. Seeley tried to go over him, and he goes over the crossbar. There's Dante Seeley. You see the captain's armband, and you see that bounce right there. Nice ball back in, and as he came in, thought he had the top of the net, and maybe he did, but instead he puts it over the top. So yet another golden opportunity for the under-16 national team for the United States as they take on the under-17 national team. That one down towards the line. Giving chase, Tompkinson standing him up, and he'll step in front and earn the throw as he plays it off. Defender. There's another view of the opportunities Seeley had. You can see at that point he came in, and Dowd had his hands up, forcing him to go high. This one's shot down, and it's going to go wide. We've called Jonathan Tompkinson quite often here today, and You know, wearing the captain's armband at the start there, and for good reason. That one will go against the 16s. He started 9 matches in the under-18 Premier League for Norwich City to start this season. So he's getting some excellent international experience for now. Last year, Tom Kinseni helped Solar Soccer Club win the 2019 Development Academy Championship, enabling him to, well, not enabling him, but certainly helping him make a mark overseas, being a big stalwart for it. He was also named to the Central Conference Best 11 last year in the Development Academy. We mentioned that a little bit earlier this year coming up. This is usually kind of sandwiched around, but the Winter Cup will still be coming up, and then the Women's Winter Cup as well. New format this year, and you can always check out USSoccerDA.com to check that out, but much more coming up here over the next couple of weeks. Here's a chance now into the corner. Good step over, but not fooled are the 17s. 16s had to go back towards midfield. Here's Jalen Neal. Try to find Seeley, cannot. Here's Lepley. And that might be a bad touch, but Dowd able to clear it out. Looked like it may have gotten too far in front of him, but he was able to recover. No problems. Here's some space now on the near side. Garcia goes at the defender. Leg comes out. Foul will be called on Jalen Neal. And needing attention is Cesar Garcia. I take that back. That's not Garcia, that is Rivera. Damian Rivera. On a bit of the right knee. Good look there at Hall, Noah Hall. Standing over everything. We'll see if they decide to put a two-man wall up. Good look at the benches there. This one, the 17s there we saw. So as Rivera still gets attention to the 42nd minute. He'll make his way off. Big Garcia to take this, and yes, I do have the numbers correct now, although they will allow him to stay on the field, obviously because of the foul, perhaps. Does not have to exit the field. Three-man wall. This angle on the wall, maybe they want to push him a little bit to the left there, and you can see that adjustment made. Even a little bit more, particularly with the right-footed of Garcia is in here. Let's see, we saw a goal Similarly, from Turkey earlier, a ball curled in a near post run, although it was a little deeper towards the line in our first game today, as they took a lead, but the Netherlands then got it. This one played towards the back post. Headed back into the middle, and it is well handled by Anthony Ramos. And as Ramos is running out, we'll get a yellow card. Don't know if that was to Tompkinson or perhaps maybe Van Hees. One of the two knocked it out. We'll see who the referee has issued that to, but that was coming out in the 44th minute, a yellow card. And I guess I was wrong too. So, well, I don't know who it was issued to. We'll find out for sure. So the 16s now with it will try and come out. A couple delays. We seem to be back underway here. The belief is one of the defenders. They were running back with Ramos, but we'll verify that here at the halftime. Chance now, though, a turnover here for the 16. 17's put it back in. Now the left foot. It's missed on, but the second ball shot. Strike save. Ramos with their second ball in, and Ramos again with a save. Now it's cleared out. Great chance for the 17s here in the final minute before stoppage time of the first half. And Ramos is up to task. Both goalkeepers have had a fantastic half, keeping this one scoreless. We've seen that. There you can see the first chance and now the second one. And now it comes through, and that second time by Lepley before the team was able to clear that out. Believe we have 4 minutes of stoppage time. This one played up is over Seeley. Seeley will get whistled for the foul. Let's see, was late on that challenge. Sixteens will go forward. Seeley has it taken off him. Turned over in their own third by the 17s. 16s will play it into the area. Seeley, does he have room to turn? He doesn't, and Lepley takes it off him. Little space to Van Hees in the corner. Now look forward. That pass, though, taken away. Now back into the area. Here's a chance onto the right foot, but it's cut back. Seeley has it. He'll try it for the left shot. They're asking for a handball. The left-footed shot struck well. It definitely took a deflection in the box. Don't know if it came down on a hand that wasn't there, but never an indication that it would be something. Certainly the 16s in white thought there should have been. They'll get a free kick now. We'll try and go out. Ramos back in front of his net. Lepley has help from Van Hees, who will put it into the box. Diving header, and it's just wide. good chance, and the 17s have seemed to find a little bit of creases here in the last couple of minutes. That diving header by Arce just wide. Good pressure, and Dowd has to send it up the field. He finds his man. The blue shirted 17s had to hold their run up. They felt they may have been offside as Pinadath had slotted that one through, and that will be the half. Certainly you see zeros on the scoreboard. Actually, you see a 17, you see a 16, but you see zeros in between there. Doesn't mean we didn't have chances. A couple of great saves by both goalkeepers here in the first half to keep this one scoreless. 16s had certainly the better part of the play through the first half hour, so 17 seemed to find something there towards the end of the first half. But we were scoreless. We got the second half that will be coming up. We'll try and get a little clarification on who those yellow cards are to as well. So we'll come back. You're watching U.S. Soccer. Got more coming up from the Nike International Friendlies. And welcome back here to the Premier Sports Campus in Lakewood Ranch. They sorting out a couple of the subs as Moses Nyman would come on, try to verify who he came on for. Also, he's on for the 16s. Cuevas came off in favor of Jonathan Gomez. The 17s made 3 subs themselves at half. They made one in the first half as well, as Brian Dowd out of his back. High pressure still for the 16s. And Javier Casas came off for Nyman. Coming on for the 17s, we saw John Tolkien, who came on. We also see Fuentes on, and we see DeVries on. So they'll make those changes here as the 16s bring it out of their own third now. Still scoreless. If results hold, or the live table, shall we say, as Tompkinson is there. And with a clarification, that was a yellow card earlier on Rickson Van Hees, wearing number 2. He got the caution in the first half. Also cautioned was Jalen Neal for the previous foul for the 16s. And I think we might see, when we see an injured player, that is Paredes. It's a bit of an injury. Back in front of the 17 bench, you seem to be looking at the left leg. As we mentioned, Neal's yellow card.
Sammy, Danny, have Sammy ready.
This is the injury here off this for Paredes. You can see right here on the side, and that was Tompkinson who came in. But don't know if he got anything at that point. Did not see anything come out of the pocket. But as we mentioned, Van Hees, when we were speculating who that was on that throw-in, or excuse me, after that goalkeeper had it and was knocked out of his hands, that ended up going to Rickson Van Hees. Here's another look, but the good news is you see Paredes up and kind of extending that leg. They're going to have him come off for a moment. Another look from the other angle as Tompkinson came in a little late. So since no foul called on the play, we'll see a drop ball. Van Hees looking to switch the field. The header on will roll back to the goalkeeper. Still a strong win, and that's unusual. You can see the corner flags there pretty much extended all the way over in the far corner. To the near side. Trying to slot it through. Instead, it's to the feet of Jack DeVries. He'll get it back with DeVries. Possession kept here by the 17s. Good turn there. Still nowhere there, but beating 3 guys and get the ball back. Tompkinson taking off the ball. Paredes came in strong. Lepley on the switch. Gets it over to Tolkien. Far side runner, DeVries has to turn it back. Tolkien looking for help. There's nothing across there, but he'll drive it into the foot of Dest. Arce, excuse me, Arce, now DeVries. DeVries down to the line, tries to get it across. It is on the back post, hits the crossbar, and goes over. So that cross out for a goal kick. Poked away. Chance now for the 17s. Onto it. The shot, it's blocked. That shot taken by by Pinadath. Joshua Pinadath. Now the cross in. It's free to the 12, and it's right into the chest of Anthony Ramos. So, a little sloppiness in the back by the 16s. They don't pay for it here. Now they'll go forward, trying to go over the top and into the area. It's Tompkinson who's strong on the ball there, and first to it over Moniz. And now he'll play it back up the line, get possession out to the 16s. So a chance now. It was a drop ball, actually. Sixteens will keep it themselves. Uncontested drop ball. Wide man now tucked it back inside on the left foot. Looking to get it across. They do. It's no one there except for blue shirt, but it's played back in on the second ball. Another chance now. Onto the near side. Here is Paredes. He's taken off the ball. Good pressure by the 16s again, winning the ball back. They will lose it here. Here's Fuentes. Behind the front man. Now brought in here to Paredes. Paredes waiting on help. He tries to go, but it's closed down. Fuentes. DeVries. Nyman will win that. Nyman wore the captain's band the other night, Thursday night, for the U.S. in the first half when he was in. A little bit of a high pressure. We're seeing the 17s, and the 16s will turn it over their own half. A little more pressure here in the second 45. That one a bad ball by Tompkinson, and the elbow aerial high on the ball, but that's just more of a product of his size, it appeared, than any blatant foul. Near side here is Pinadath. That stubbed, trying to go forward. Looked like he was, well, ended up going wide of net, whatever it was. Get another view back at A little early as that one's pushed into the corner. This was where where Paredes was, and you do see the elbow up and the shove, and deemed not a foul in that case. Strong. A little bit of the case where we see the 17, maybe a little bit bigger than the 16, getting the benefit of the strength on that one, but nevertheless, no foul given, no foul called. Now a chance here. 17's back into the area. Brought in across and a big save down to his left. His good positioning set in for Ramos there. 17 is almost able to get one off the near post, but Ramos able to hold on to it as well. And it's safely back. Another look at that. There was the goalkeeper there, confidently saying, keep that one out. I'll make my way to the top of the area. Here's a chance now again for the 17s. Step over, and that shot will roll softly back as Pinedath got a left foot on, but under a little pressure, not able to get a ton on it. Now taking a chance here, cut into the area, onto the left foot, cutting it back. Seeley trying to turn, going out wide into the area. Seeley now into the box and is going to defend, and it's off a deflection, goes off the post, almost an own goal. And the post saved the 17s in that instance. Maybe it had gone off Lepley as he tried to swing and clear it off his knee. Now through ball, and it's going to make its way back in towards Ramos. Here's another look here as you see that ball, and it is Lepley off the left foot, hits the post, and the rebound is corralled by Dowd. But first ball to get past Dowd really today, but he's saved by the post. It was his own player. Foul on Pinedath. Good look at the goalkeeper of the 17s, who's made a few saves tonight. Done a good job. Post helped him out there. It is called the keeper's best friend most of the time. There's a chance now, wide open on the near side. Gomez is offside, however. Gomez got the goal, the first goal for the 16s that gave them the lead against the Netherlands on Thursday. Netherlands came back with 3 to take the lead 3-1 into stoppage time of the second half, and the United States scored 2 in the final 2.5 minutes to get a point. As we pointed out earlier, if it stands as it does, and obviously we're a half hour from that perhaps, the United States 17s, the team in blue tonight, would have 4 points along with the Netherlands. But here's a chance now, maybe for a full 3 points. That one's going to tee up and go wide as Rickson Van Hees can't hit the target. Looks like the 16s, again, who are wearing white, may be in line to make a couple of subs. If both those teams sit at 4, that would put the United States 16s at 2 points, Turkey at 0. That is a bad ball. Bad giveaway into the area, but the white 16 able to recover. Not completely just yet, however. But they do now. Looking for a little space. Winning that one is Lopez. Your side is Lopez. Looks like Kitahara, number 16, and Server, number 9, all set to make their way in. The next opportunity. Played down towards the corner, looking for Seeley. Seeley onto his foot, pushes it down into the corner. Now tries to get it across. No one there. Van Hees is, but now he's under pressure. 16s will get it. They'll work together. Paredes. Edelman. Back to Edelman. Fuentes. All the way back to the goalkeeper, Ramos. Turned over, and now not able to capitalize. And yet a third sub ready to go for the 16s. Gutierrez join the other two. And there will be the call, and as we say, and for Jack McGlynn officially is Sota Kitahara. In for Alex Moniz is Sam Server. And finally, Kevin Paredes will exit in favor of Brian Gutierrez. Over the far touchline, throw in, we'll go for the 16s. And could be a turnover here, as it is. Ramos off his line and played it. Didn't know if it came off, but it appeared maybe it had come off the other team. The 17s, not sure, so he went that way. Now the U.S. 16s find the open man in Gonzalez onto this side, or Gomez, Jonathan Gomez, excuse me. 65 minutes have passed here at the Premier Sports Campus. It is the final game of match day 2. Watching the U.S. under-17 national team wearing the blue take on the U.S. national team under-16s, obviously in white. DeVries, nice moves. Down, he'll look in the left foot. Did it deflect off it? No, he didn't. It'll be a goal kick. Looking for the front man. They'll find him. Trying to turn. It's Gutierrez. Into Sealy. Sealy drops it in behind the defense. Shot, and it's going to go in the net, and a goal! Sota Kitahara has given the 16s the 1-0 lead here in the 67th minute. Wonderful ball by Sealy, just in behind it. Kitahara timed his run. First times it right inside the far post. And that's the first goal of the game. Should open this one up just a bit. The American Outlaws celebrating the goal. They can't go wrong today. The 16s and the 17s. Kitahara done celebrating with his team mates. There's the Outlaws. I asked them at half, I go, who you yelling for? Yes, we're just pulling for the U.S. So Arce is out for the 17s. Noah Jones, who got the goal the other night for the 17s against Turkey, will be looking to do so himself here, as this one's off of Fuentes and will roll a little far. Each team has used 5 subs. So if we were to look at the live table now, or at least discuss it, puts the Netherlands alone up top with 4 points, a win and a draw. Actually, I take that back. The Netherlands and the U.S. 16s, both with 4 points, both with +1 goal differential. But right now, that one, Sealy can't connect. That one's going to be sent back up towards midfield. But the Netherlands, by virtue of 5 goals scored to the U.S. 4s, the 16s that is, would be on top of the table, and the U.S. 17s sitting at 3 points. Turkey would be at 0. On Monday, the early game will be the U.S. under 16s. They will play Turkey 3:30 on Monday. At 6:30, we'll see the Netherlands and the U.S. 17s. And no matter how this one goes, should be a lot on the line. Both matches on Monday. You can always catch us on ussoccer.com. You can always check any of the social media as well. A little dipsy-doo in the back there for Ramos, and able to get it upfield. Sealy. Back out to Sealy. He's onside. He's behind the defender. Sealy into the box. He's looking for help. Maybe goes at net. Tonkinson on him. And Sealy goes down, and it'll be a goal kick. leaned his body into Tompkinson, and Tompkinson seemed to step back a bit. No real complaint on that one. It looked like Seeley tried to lean in a little bit and instead overstepped the ball. Went to the ground. Tompkinson. In the corner, now sent up the field, all over, turned over. Good turn, now played in, and on the left foot, that shot and a save. Quick off the foot one time was Pinadath, and down to his left was Ramos. Not really, he was kind of off his footing because Pinadath hit that kind of quickly, unexpectedly. Ramos enough on it, did give up a corner kick. Another look at that. You can see on that first time through there, able to get a hand on it. Well done. Maybe they've been going wide perhaps, but the U.S. on this corner from Edelman. Header on net and on the line. Big save by Ramos down to his right as the header was on target. Not a incredibly powerful header, but certainly well placed. An even better save by the young goalkeeper. Ramos, part of the LA Galaxy club, an organization in Torrance, California. Ball switched across the field. First one there onto it is Tolkien. Tolkien tries to send it across, and it's cleared away by the sliding defender. And this is at the corner. You can see the header by De Vries. Not a ton on it, but certainly well placed lower corner, and Marsh able to get across. That one will go off of Noah Jones. Jones the forward. Klut is Edelman. So free kick. Lepley is over it. Edelman's over it. It will be Edelman. I'm going to take a long stride up this. It's about 40 yards out, maybe 35. And he'll strike it, but it's going to go over the net. Couple more subs. So Pinadath will come off. Actually, interesting case. Number 8 for number 7 in both cases. Bailey Sparks is on. Dante Seeley, who will hand over the captain's armband to Moses Nyman. Tyler Freeman will come on. So both teams have used all their subs as we hit the 75-minute mark. On the near side, little room, but unfortunately it will roll out for the 16s. Chance over the top, Sarver, but Tompkinson's first there. He'll get it back to his goalkeeper, who sends it upfield. Free kick will go the way of the 17s. They'll switch the field quickly. DeVries is on the far side. Good ball onto the foot of him. White jerseys behind him, slows it down. We throw in here for the 17s. Little room now. Edelman looking to shoot it. He struck it well last time, but it was over the bar. This one's blocked. Tompkinson near side to Van Hees, and now all the way back to the goalkeeper. '78th minute. The 16s wearing white have the 1-0 lead. Now onto the near side, it's Sarver. Sam Sarver deflects off of the trailing, and we'll see behind the ball. We're going to get a foul on Tyler Freeman, who just came into the game. A little run by DeVries. Nice little final touch. Asking for the foul, no given. Sent out the field. This one's going to give a chase, as we've seen throughout. Tompkinson there first once again. Now back across. That one's mishandled. Numbers here for the 16s. They're going to try and slot it through, and it will play on. Bodies tangled up in front, but will quickly come out the other way. See how desperation sets in here, perhaps for the 17, so they send everything forward. Here's we hit 80 minutes. That won't get it done, though. That ball sent 60 yards into the hands of the goalkeeper, Anthony Ramos. Here to Sarver. Quick touch, little space now for Nyman. Nyman run off the ball there. There's Fuentes. Trailing inside. Is that a handball? That's not a handball, they say. Nyman plays it back. And a turnover there. Far side is Tolkien. Edelman. Oh, excuse me, take that back. Garcia. Here's Sarver. Working with Nyman, back to Sarver. Sarver off the chest into the area, waiting on help. Drops it back for Gutierrez. Switched all the way across. Here's Edelman now. Clipped is Kitahara. Free kick will go for the 16s. Tompkinson comes in, understands DeVries is a little upset on a previous call not given, and that one is. Make sure the captain there gets the right conversation. This one's on the near post. We'll see what Nyman decides to do to it. Nyman plays it into the area, headed away by Tompkinson. Played back towards the corner. That one's going to float up a little bit in trouble, but headed down safely by Tolkien. Looking long, second ball. It's going to be over Jones's head. Van Hees will look to get it in now. Chance here as they switch the field. Final 6 minutes in stoppage time. Back across, looking for Van Hees. The header won by the 16s. Turning is Gutierrez and Nyman. Nyman tries to go around. Lopez, but not able to, and continuing forward is Jones. On it now is Garcia. Garcia and foul will be given. Free kick goes the 16's way. taken away. Back to on the far side, looking to cut it back. He's got two. That shot blocked, cleared out. Dangerous on the far side for the 16s. 17s looking for an equalizer to go long, but this is going to go all the way back to Ramos. Jones is going to have to force him to do it, but there's not a lot of help in blue behind him. A lot of gaps in between here. Here's we play the final 4.5 minutes. Onto the near side. Here is Gomez. Gomez heads it up. Sarver's got some space. 5v3 as they go forward. Blues pushing up the 17s, but Gomez is offside. He can't hold up his run, and the flag is up. Gomez had run in, but that is offside. No goal. Saw that coming as a 5v3. Gomez continuing his run. Sarver gave it to him just an inch too late. And a breath of life for the 17s, who were outmanned on that counterattack. And that's what we're seeing here. Carelessness in the midfield. This time the 16s again. This time better numbers for the 17s, but the loose ball still will come over to Kitahara. Now we're going to see it on a shot and saved. Now the second one is whiffed on by Sarver as a big save by Dowd. Fuentes. Some room now for Sparks. Bailey Sparks onto the back post. And that's going to go too far, and it'll be a goal kick. So you can see the counterattack. There's the 5v3, and there's Gomez just running offside. The finish is there. The flag came up immediately. There was no real drama. Nowadays, obviously, the flag is usually delayed, but there was no doubt Gomez was the one on it. He was going to play it. Flag came up. So as I hit 88 minutes, 2 minutes remaining. The 16s, 2 minutes in stoppage time away from getting a victory against their 17 compatriots. This one inside, loose on the far side, and Dowd is able to get to it first. That ball played over by Gutierrez a little far for Kitahara. It's Kitahara back in. There's a little room. And now Nyman, and there is the second one. Moses Nyman is given the 16s a 2-0 lead. And for the moment, the top of the tables here at the Nike International Friendlies. Another look here, and you can see the 17's never able to clear. Lots of room here for Gutierrez, but he decided to drop it back, and Nyman one-times it. Far post gives the United States 16 national team a 2-0 lead. Here into the 90th minute. Not a lot of injuries here in the second half, but expect maybe to see the typical 3, maybe 4 if it's a generous moment towards the 17s. Remember, the 16s scored 2 goals in stoppage time to earn a point against the Netherlands on Thursday. How huge are those right now? Taking the Dutch out of a possible 3-point lead into this final. Instead, they're tied, and they have a +1 goal differential right now, or a +2 as opposed to the Dutch's +1. So it's huge. It will be a 4th extra minute. The stoppage time, as we see that being illustrated towards the people in attendance here at the Premier Sports Campus for the Nike International Friendlies. That one's sent out. The 16s. Just will send it down. This one's going to come out to Dowd. Far side. 17's trying to get on the board. This time the 16's the first one to it again. Now it's across towards the corner and just sent out over the far side. And that one's well handled by Ramos. Ramos has been big when needed. Fuentes again. Garcia now. Another chance of Sparks up towards the far corner. Sent into the area. Headed back to Vriez. Now, will it be a corner? It will be a corner kick. Gomez is down. DeVries drives it in, doesn't clear the front man. Fuentes. Little room and space, but Van Hees turns right into trouble, and it'll be off. It actually stayed in, or no, it didn't. The spin didn't. Looked like maybe that last bounce and go. Frustration setting in. You can see on the 17's eyes right now. Nice little beautiful touch there by Nyman. Nyman with a goal here today. This one a shove over and will play on. And we'll see a card issued to Tompkinson. Tompkinson issued the card. Final minute of stoppage time. A 2-0 lead for the team in white. That's the U.S. Under-16 national team. The 17s look like they are about to fall to 1-1 here at the Nike International Friendlies. They'll sit in 3rd place. Still in front of them, they'll need a little help from Turkey on Monday in the early game. They'll need Turkey to get at least a point, a draw against this under-16 national team who, in the stoppage time of that first game, in the basically last 94 minutes, have scored 4 goals and given up none. They were outstanding those last few minutes to salvage that point. They'll take the free kick here. We'll hit the 94-minute mark, and that'll do it. So the United States 16 national team has moved to the top of the table here in the Nike International Friendlies. They'll have a chance to at least put themselves into position to win it, playing the first game on Monday against Turkey. We'll be back on air on Monday at 3:30. 6:30 will be the United States 17s and the Netherlands, as you get a good look at the teams shaking hands. These players all probably know each other very well throughout many things. Only a year separates them. Let's take a look at what the goals were here, both in the second half. First, well, in the United States, as we see a little more of that, the congratulations, the first opportunity, and it got down into the area. It was the chances. Kitahara was able to convert And then the second one, touchback Gutierrez Nyman. That was late as the 17s were pushing forward. That gave them the 2-0 lead. That gave the 16s the victory. And that's where we stand here after the 90 minutes. So the United States 16s come away with it. You can always check out the highlights, ussoccer.com, and all the social media, whether it be Facebook or YouTube or Twitter. And we'll have it back. You're watching U.S. Soccer. We'll see you on Monday.